What's good, YouTube? It's your boy P Money. And boy, is it good to be a Blazers fan right now after such a excellent performance displayed by pretty much everyone that got on the court today, but led by the determined CJ McCollum and his 28 points. You know what I'm saying? Huge performance from him, but also huge performances from Ant, Nas, Norman Powell when he did play. Dame had an excellent game as a floor general. You know what I'm saying? Didn't really need to be the man tonight. You know, everything was clicking against a very good Suns team who took down the Lakers the night before. You know what I'm saying? So I know they were kind of feeling pretty good about themselves, but the Blazers punched them in the mouth early and just never let up. You know what I'm saying? The energy on both ends of the floor was there all night. You know what I'm saying? It was just beautiful to watch. But in that first quarter, Booker, he does pretty well in that first quarter. You know what I'm saying? He gets 9 points and he leads all scorers. But there really wasn't much else other than Ayton getting a couple of putbacks basically, and like oop shots that were easy. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. So everyone else was bottled up. CP really had a poor game tonight, and it was just an excellent performance to see if you're a Blazers fan on both ends. In the first quarter for the Blazers, Dame starts out the game in that facilitator role, and he dishes out 5 assists to lead a very balanced Blazers offense, with both Dame and CJ dropping 5, but Norm and Robert Covington chipping in 6. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely a beautiful first quarter for the offense and the defense. You know what I'm saying? They were sharing the ball very well, and the Blazers end up 6, 30-24 after 1. And in the second quarter, it was much more of the same. For the Suns, they just couldn't get their offense going at all. Booker was the only one that looked like he had anything tonight, and he went for 12 points, going 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. And he also had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Offensive explosion of a sort from JaVale McGee sees him off the bench chip in 10 points and kind of keep the game a little bit close, but it was just, you know what I'm saying, no one else really did anything. CP, he had 8 assists, but he wasn't scoring. Ayton goes scoreless in that second quarter, and the Suns had an uphill battle to climb back into it, and their starting 5 really needed to produce, and they just really didn't get any production. McGee was coming off the bench, leading their bench scoring, but there really wasn't much else. The Blazers' offense was beautiful. The start of the quarter, they go on a huge 10-0 run, and the Suns they fought back a little bit. You know what I mean? They went on a nice little run, and then the Blazers, about midway through the quarter, go on a 9-0 run, while holding the Suns to only 23 points, while they score 37 in that quarter. Norm, Dame, and CJ are all big at certain times in that quarter, with Norm leading the way with 16 points, 6 of 8 from the field, going 2 of 4 from 3 with 2 rebounds. Dame started to get into attack mode, and he finishes with 9 points in that quarter to go for 14 points with 7 assists. CJ played some very good defense in both the quarters, getting 2 blocks at halftime, while also chipping in 13 points. The bench chipped in as well on both ends. Both Cody Zeller and Larry Nance Jr. were big time in this game, in my opinion. Their smarts, their awareness on the court on both ends, it was very apparent. And both Ant and Nas provided the scoring punch that the bench needed, you know what I'm saying? While the starters kind of had quite an easy night tonight, you know what I'm saying? Blazers take care of the ball in that first half as well, and they only have 3 turnovers. So that's beautiful basketball, you know what I'm saying? And they're up 67-47 at halftime. Now the Suns in the third quarter get their last little bit of fight in them and use an 11-0 run to try to get back into the game, but they're still down by 15 even with that. But that was their best quarter of the game, in which it saw them get 32 points. But Booker ends up finishing the night with 21 points on 9 of 19. Bridges, the only other starter in double figures, with 14. You know, so it was a very bad night for the Suns and their starting 5. Norm ends up, I seen him messing with his knee in the second quarter, and ends up getting a left knee injury that took him out for the rest of the game. But that saw Nas pick up the slack and get extra minutes that he definitely wouldn't have gotten. You know what I'm saying? But I did think he was going to get quite a bit of minutes tonight, but he ended up with 27 and played very well. Cody Zeller ended up in foul trouble early in the third quarter, and we got to see our first small ball lineup with Larry Nance Jr. playing the 5, and immediately it pays off with Dame hitting the 3 and then Nance getting the 3 in back-to-back possessions, you know what I'm saying, to keep this going. CJ was on fire in the third quarter, scoring 15 points, you know what I'm saying? So it was beautiful to see. And then once they all sat, Ant and Nas took care of business. Ant scoring 8 in the quarter, while Nas getting that third quarter start and having a very big impact on the defensive end, especially. And with that barrage, the Blazers are up 106-81 after 3. So it was just an absolute beatdown, you know what I'm saying? Tonight, the Blazers fast break was on display, destroying the Suns 21-6. And that's just a different dynamic that this team has not had in the Dame Lillard era, you know what I'm saying? And for these guys to be able to get a win like this against such a quality team, it's going to be hard to find any faults with this victory, you know what I'm saying? I know it's still early. You can't get too up or too down after one performance, but this is a very good way to show that Coach Billups' philosophy on both ends work, you know what I'm saying? Yes, there was breakdowns today, but the effort allowed the Blazers to be able to recover from those mistakes and put the Suns in very bad positions that they weren't expecting, you know what I'm saying? So kudos to everyone. And CJ made a statement tonight, you know what I'm saying? He was out there balling, saying, "If you guys want to trade me," you know what I'm saying? And that's just beautiful, the competitive nature that that CJ has right now, you know what I'm saying? Showing and proving right now. Yes, it's only 2 games, but he's balling already. He's on that pace like he was last year, and that's a scary thing for teams in the West, you know what I'm saying? Once Dame gets up to speed, and then if these guys are clicking like this is going to be a very tough team to beat with all that ball movement, player movement, you know what I'm saying? Being able to switch up every once in a while. The fast break was on display. Like I said, it's just a lot more different dynamics that this team has that you're just not used to seeing. You know what I'm saying? And That's credit to Coach Billups, you know what I'm saying, and his philosophy. And it just proves tonight that coaching definitely matters. Coach Stotts last year never had a game like this. But I don't really have too much else on this one. This is your boy P Money. Tell me what you guys think, and I'm off this.